こんにちは、かやです。アメリカ出身で、5年間名古屋に住んでて、で1年間大阪に住んでいて、で今東京に住んでいます。今日はインタビューを手伝おうと思ってて、今大阪城でインタビューしたいと思って、皆さん楽しみにしてください。レッツゴー！大阪城です。行こうAll right. So where are you from?
I'm from Turkey, Istanbul.
Very nice. All right. So when did you come to Japan?
4th of June, I guess, 3 days ago. Yeah.
Okay. And how long are you here?
3 days.
3 more days.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And what cities are you visiting on this trip?
I visited Tokyo, and yesterday I came here. And this is the first time I like making a trip in Osaka.
Great. What do you think about Osaka compared to Tokyo?
Tokyo was really crowded and big city. This here is more like peaceful, like more green place to me, I guess.
In preparing for your trip, was there anything that you kind of expected that when you came to Japan was like totally different?
No, actually, everything that I expected is right here because I like green so much. And in Istanbul, it's not that much green, but here everything's so beautiful. The neighborhoods, it was real different because it was so silent and respectful to you, whoever you are, and it's really different.
So the interactions you've had so far with the locals, how have they mostly been so far? It sounds pretty good so
They're
far.
really respectful, actually. Like sometimes I ask for taking a photo to a local. They're like, "Oh, of course, I can take it," and it makes me really happy.
That's great. So far, what is the most surprising thing about your trip?
I didn't expect it to be big city in Japan. Like I know that Tokyo is really crowded city, so many people in there, but I mean the city is huge and metro line is huge and complicated. First day, I was like, what I'm gonna do, and I was asking people, I'm going there. How can I go there? But after 2 days, actually, I just got that. I found it my way by myself.
Amazing. Why did you choose to come to Japan for your trip?
Japan, it was like my dream to come here. In high school, my friends, we were dreaming about it, dreaming to come to Japan because there's a beautiful things in there, really different culture. I really wanted to see that, so it was my high school dream actually.
Yeah. And you said when you were younger, you had an interest in Japan. Like, what got you interested in Japan?
We watched a TV series about Japan. And the first thing was that. Then we watched YouTube videos. Fast and Furious, right?
Yeah.
That made me like a little curious about Japan too.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you rate Japan as a travel destination?
Like an 8.
Okay, why 8?
Why 8? Like everything was I expected, but it really would better if one of my friends with me and we make everything together. Actually, we were planning to do this trip with my friend, but her dad got sick. I did it myself. Yeah, it was with my friends. It was a 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
great. A 10.
It was a solid 10.
That's it? Any like final word you have to say for the people watching or the people of Japan? Or
if you can come to Japan because it's really good there.
Thank you so
You're
much.
Welcome.
All right. Okay. So where are you from?
So I'm from Italy. I mean, from a small town in the south. It's called Pompeii. It's quite famous because there are all these Roman ruins, and it's not far from Naples and the Amalfi Coast. So it's quite a touristy place as well.
Right. Yeah, I think everyone knows Pompeii.
Yeah,
it's so famous.
Usually they do.
Yeah. So then, when did you arrive in Japan?
On the 28th of May. I'm actually with my husband, but he's not feeling well.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, we went to Tokyo for a week, and now we are in Kyoto and just doing day trips and such.
I see. How's it been so far?
It's been really nice. It just feels like you don't have enough time to see everything. Like you do kind of a plan, doing some places and all of that, but then you stop and you want to look more into everything, so it takes triple the time to look at everything. But no, it's been really nice, and yeah, I wanted to come for the past 4 or 5 years. So
first time?
Yeah, first time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, very good.
So
hopefully not the last.
Yeah, hopefully not the last. Is there anything that you were like expecting Japan would be like, that when you came, you realized like, whoa, it's totally different?
Not that, but I mean, I knew Tokyo was big. I just didn't know how much, because I come from London. Like, I'm used to living in a big city, but it's not comparable, the amount of people and everything. So it's much bigger, and I knew about the food, but I didn't expect there to be so much food everywhere. So, and I also knew that it was a very clean country, and that's pretty much how I see it. I mean, at least, especially the big cities, I feel like it's so hard to keep them clean.
Right. So you live in London.
Yeah.
Is there any big difference you noticed between your time in Tokyo or your time here in Osaka and life in London?
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different. As I said, I mean, maybe because I'm Italian, but the food is a really big thing. I feel like maybe in London there is more variety in terms of you get cuisines from all around the world. Here is more Japan centered, but I mean, as a tourist, I'm enjoying it. Like, I don't mind. So that's one big difference I noticed. And the other one is that I know that from the internet that it's a very touristy place, but I didn't expect to be so much internal tourism, like other Japanese tourists coming to Tokyo and Osaka and Kyoto. Like, I expected a lot more from around the world, but I've seen a lot from the country itself, especially on Saturday and Sundays. So yeah, that was one thing I didn't really know about. I just expected everyone from the US or Europe just coming. I mean, there are, but there's also a lot of internal tourism. So I quite like that. It's similar to Italy. Yeah.
So you were talking about the food.
Yeah.
So what food have you been enjoying the most so far?
I had never tried the okonomiyaki, and I really enjoyed that. But I love pretty much everything, and the meat is really nice. I mean, one thing is, a lot of food is contains meat. So I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't expect it, but it's very hard if you want to eat out and just eat veggies for a day. It's a lot of fish and meat. But yeah, no, the meat I think is really nice quality, so I really like that.
What has been the most surprising thing about Japan so far?
Honestly, I would say just the amount of history around every corner. I mean, the big landmarks, like the famous ones. But even today in Kyoto, I was just walking in this morning, and just near the hotel, there was this big Buddhist villa that I didn't know about. It wasn't even on any guide or anything like that. But every corner there is a shrine, there is a temple, there is a plate saying something about history. I'm really sad that growing up I didn't study much about this part of the world. When you study history, at least in Italy, we did primarily Europe, Italy, a bit of America, but really not much about Japan and the Asia in general. I've been reading a bit, so I know a bit more, and also some, just some novels. I don't know if you know Pachinko. It was by chance, but I read it recently, and it came in handy because you go to places and you recognize some things. I know it's fiction, but still, I think it's well researched. So just the amount of history and from all the different time periods.
Right. And you mentioned you are in Kyoto now. Now you're traveling in Osaka. You were in Tokyo before.
Yeah.
From these places you've been, which one has been the best so far? Your favorite?
I think so far Kyoto. I really like it. It's a big town, but it's quieter, and that's just a personal preference. Tokyo just felt like you can't see everything, and you go into one area and it's completely different. It's a bit like London but bigger. You don't feel like you can experience an area as much by just visiting a week. Kyoto is a bit different. You can just walk and find things, and even people seem a bit calmer than in Tokyo. So I really like that. Yeah.
This time you're visiting the really major tourist places
more or less,
in Tokyo and Kyoto and Osaka. I'm just curious, is there a reason you're not visiting some of the more local, smaller areas?
Yeah. I mean, we actually from Tokyo, we've been to Nikko and Hakone. I mean, still touristy because it's the first time and it's a bit hard. In Nikko, we actually rented a car for the day. So we went around and it was actually really nice. Some places are really small. It's completely different from the big cities. You have this small village with very few people. Everything closes at 4 p.m. But it's really nice. It's just, that's why I say I want to come again, because the first time you kind of want to see, you don't want to miss the landmarks. But also, when we're home in London now, we often just go by car in small places, and we really like doing that. So hopefully next time we can do that in Japan as well, and visit other areas as well, like Hokkaido.
Yeah. And how was it driving around?
Oh, I didn't do it this time because I didn't get the international license. But at least it's on the same side as the UK. But yeah, it was Nikko, so it's very small. It was quite easy. It wasn't. Tokyo seems a bit, like the cities in general, like a bit crazier with driving, but Nikko was good. It's very one lane, so it was easy. Yeah.
Right. And have you ever been to any other countries in Asia? Like
No,
Korea?
this was my farthest away I've ever been. So yeah.
Wow. So then why did you choose to come to Japan?
Honestly, so technically it's a honeymoon, and because for the past 4 to 5 years, I just wanted to come. We decided to do a big trip here. So yeah.
Wow. So you chose Japan for your honeymoon.
Yeah. Because I just wanted something different, and because I'd never been basically outside of Europe, I wanted to experience something completely different, but also that I knew it would be easy to travel around and that was safe as well. Not too much of an adventure, just today by myself. I don't even have internet, but it's fine. I'm just going around, it's fine. And also I've been learning more about history and all of that, and I find it really fascinating.
You're mentioning that you knew that Japan was safe, and
yeah.
So where did you find out about all of that? Did you do research? Or?
Yeah, no, just by reading, honestly, the internet. And then there's some other YouTubers we follow. One is from Italy, and he travels a lot. And I think one of his favorite countries is Japan. It's been everywhere, literally in Japan. Maybe more than 10 times, I don't know. I got an idea, but obviously it's from a different perspective, because when you visit yourself, you go towards things you enjoy while other people do other things. It feels, on paper, when you're in Europe, it feels like it's similar enough. Although when you come here, you do notice that, the way people behave, the interactions and everything are quite different. So it's very fascinating, because it's a mix of something that is familiar, but also it's not. So yeah, that's why we chose it.
I see. And you mentioned some interactions with the people. How have your interactions with the locals been?
Well, English is not always great, but it's very funny because you can still interact somehow. So hand gestures and, just doing this a lot. With the people who speak English, everyone's been very kind, honestly. Sometimes it's, coming from England as well, everyone's kind, but more detached. While here, people try to go the extra mile, to show kindness, which is nice. I know that people have various opinions, especially when they do live here. But as a tourist, that's really nice. So that's what I can say. Yeah.
Right. So what has been your number one, just best experience or best memory so far?
Okay. I still have to do some things like the omakase with sushi. So I think it's gonna top other things. But no, in terms of things we've seen, I really like in Tokyo going to Asakusa. Is that the right pronunciation? I don't know. I just like the atmosphere, the back streets. It's more it's what I imagined Tokyo, the older part, not the new Canary Wharf-like area of Tokyo to be. And even if there are many tourists, it's still if you go at a good time and on a very of the back street, then it's really nice. I just like the atmosphere, honestly, and sometimes you see people working in kimono. That's really nice. Yeah.
The last thing I want to ask is, most of the subscribers to the channel are Japanese people.
Yeah.
So is there any message you have for the subscribers, the people living in Japan, anything you want to say?
Thank you so much for being very kind to tourists, because I know we don't always follow the rules because we don't know all of them, and because we can be very loud. I hope they can come visit London and Italy as well. I know more come to London, but more should come to Italy as well. I think they would really enjoy it, because people are kind of similar and there's a lot of food. So, that would be nice. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Yeah.
Thank you. はい。大阪城のインタビューを終了しました。はい。見てくれてありがとうございます。グッドバトンとコメントとチャンネルの登録をお待ちしております。また今度、ね。